With the fire chief about the possible exposure and has more. Marianne?
Well, two of those firefighters, Jonathan, we're learning are actually being tested for coronavirus after they did show symptoms. 4 of those firefighters who are under quarantine are actually in a hotel because they were unable to quarantine at home without exposing their loved ones. Well, now the union that represents firefighters wants to know why the city doesn't have a designated place where people who are in that situation, law enforcement officers who are in that situation, can go and isolate without endangering their loved ones.
We have been warning that we have got to do something for our men and women that are out there on the front lines.
Frustration from the president of the Houston Professional Firefighters Association. He says the city of Houston scrambled over the weekend to find a place to quarantine for firefighters.
What we have asked for the city for weeks now is to have a dedicated, isolated facility for first responders that are told to quarantine and cannot quarantine at home.
The city's been instructed to secure a long-term facility for people in general who cannot meet the CDC's guidelines for quarantining at home. That is actively being worked. It should be in place within a week.
Those 4 firefighters are now in a hotel. Another 4 are at home under quarantine. The 8 were possibly exposed to coronavirus in 2 separate incidents. One incident Thursday and one a few days ago. Neither call was coronavirus related, so the firefighters were not wearing their personal protective equipment. That's what firefighters are being told to do since there isn't enough personal protective equipment for them to wear on every single call. Later, the firefighters found out the person they treated tested positive for coronavirus.
If there's anybody in the home that is displaying flu-like symptoms, coughs, fevers, any of those things, to let the 911 call taker know so we can better inform our firefighters and our first responders so we can be better prepared.
290 other firefighters had what is considered low exposure to coronavirus from various recent calls or interactions. They are being monitored while they remain on the job. Now, we're also being told that these 8 firefighters who are currently quarantined may have gone on other calls with the fire department before they were told that this person they came into contact with has coronavirus. Now, because of that, the fire department says that it is reaching out to anyone else they may have had contact with and notified and told to stay at home and what to do if they are having any symptoms. Reporting live, Marianne Martinez, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Marianne, thank you so much for that.